close to the bone. Sweeter is the meat.
Welcome back to FM107.1, The Weekly Dish. We are being joined by our very special guest, Sameh Wadi from the restaurant Saffron in Minneapolis. Hello, Sameh.
Hello.
Is it Sameh or Sameh?
Sameh.
Sameh. Oh,
right.
That's the closest to reality.
If you're in Minnesota, does everybody call you Sameh?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I
Don't
should have
worry
figured
about
that out. Welcome to
I've
the
been here
show.
long enough.
How long have you been
know,
here?
I've been in the United States for about 13 years now.
And your restaurant has been open since 2008?
2007. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're on our third year right now.
And can you just give us a nutshell? What's your restaurant all about? What is Saffron?
So what we do is kind of like a Mediterranean food with lots of influences from the Middle East and North Africa, where the food is kind of inspired by the flavors that I grew up with, but have a little bit of more modern sensibility, a little Midwestern sensibility as well.
And is that, I mean, how have you found operating this kind of restaurant in the land of lefse, if you will?
We get that question so much.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Absolutely. And so the way that we look at it is we're really ambassadors to the Middle East, to our culture, to ancestors. And we want to kind of educate people and show people that Middle Eastern food isn't just about, falafel and gyros and hummus, which are all great things, but it doesn't stop there, that we can take it to the next level with white tablecloth and, have the whole deal.
Now, you were the winner of the City Pages Iron Fork this year.
Yeah.
That had to be pretty exciting. And you've also been nominated by Zagat for America's Top Restaurants. And you're going to be on the Iron Chef, I hear.
Yes.
Well, we can't talk about that quite yet.
You can't talk about it, but it is announced.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It is announced that you're a contestant, right?
Well, we'll just like I said, we can have this at a different time.
Okay, I
We
know.
respect-
Coming after me with axes,
Oh, yeah.
The Food Network.
We'll just say that a secret bird had told us that. And I think that would make you one of the first or only local chefs that's been on the Iron
would
Chef
think so.
competition. And again, you don't have to confirm or
Yeah.
deny. I'm just saying.
The rumor is, no, it's good. And, and it's in January. I know that on their website, they say it airs in January. So just stay tuned for that.
Okay. In terms of the restaurant itself, you're doing something neat with spices there. And tell us about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've been open for, like I said, 2.5 years, and guests and customers always come in and say, I love the flavors, I love what you're doing, how can I recreate this at home? And I kept sending them all over town to go grab this from here and this from there, and they're coming to me and like, you lied to me, that's not how you make it. And then we finally figured out that it's really the spices that people are asking for. It's not just, it's the exact spice blends. So, my brother and I decided one day that, it would be a good idea to put those out for sale. We've been saying to people, no, you can't have them. No, you can't have them. And finally, one day, we just decided, here, let's have them available for people. So.
And you have those spices available on your website at saffron.com or also in the restaurant. And the restaurant, I should say, is located at 123 North 3rd Street in Minneapolis. We did put a link on our website for the restaurant, and there was a great article that was written by the folks at Heavy Table about you that had a couple of recipes that I also posted. They had a beef and butternut squash tagine that used some of the spices from your restaurant. And so I did post that. Tell us, what kind of spice selections? Are they in gift sets, or are they people buying like your special brand of cinnamon? Give us a real specific idea of what it is that you have.
Sure. So what we started with is kind of 4 spice blends that kind of encompass the basics of the cuisine, and these are all blends that we grind here in-house on kind of like a weekly or biweekly basis, using really, really high-quality ingredients, really hard to find spices. And so we kind of, again, we took back where, I want to educate people about the cuisine, and so we want to give them really, really fresh product. So all these spice blends I use here at the restaurant. And so there's recipes on the website that kind of are what to use them with, and then also kind of a little bit more in-depth recipe of, for example, for Elpik Raso Hanout, which is our North African spice mixture.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, there's a recipe online that is a very authentic recipe for a chicken pie, chicken and almond pie, which is known as bistilla. So, and there's also other uses, like you can use it on lamb, veal, chicken, poultry, vegetables, seafood, or whatever. And so we're trying to update our recipes kind of on a monthly basis to give people a reason to come back to the website, check it out, see those recipes.
Yeah, and another good thing, I mean, I think that a great idea for people is to come in and try, come in and have dinner and try, because you have some great small plates, and you can have, you can do a bunch of sharing and try recipes that you have in the restaurant and sort of learn about the flavors, and then they can take, the spices home and go, make it for their family.
Absolutely. And it also, it's something that you can, that's right now, the holiday season is something that would make a great gift, like you guys were talking about, gifts for foodies. Mm-hmm. These, we've been selling a ton of them for people that are just giving them to foodies or buying them for themselves, and they're using them as stocking stuffers or just gifts or what it may be, so... we're really trying to showcase the restaurant and then the flavors. So it's not really it's about the experience that we're giving away to people here.
We're talking to Chef Sameh Wadi, who is the chef and owner of Saffron, the restaurant in Minneapolis. One of the spice blends that you have is tagine. And can you explain what a tagine is and if you actually need to buy special equipment?
Oh, absolutely. So a tagine is kind of a cooking vessel that's from North Africa, and typically it's a clay pot that is that has kind of like a dome shape, which is meant to be for slow-cooked foods, for stews, things that are braised at very low temperatures. And in all reality, you don't need to use that. You can use just a covered pot or a Dutch oven or something of that sort that just covers really well. In presentation form, the actual tagine itself is beautiful, and I think it looks really great for a presentation standpoint. But if you're just trying to cook at home and you want that flavor, of a tagine, I think it's all about the spices and then the cooking temperatures, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this one, that blend has like paprika and cumin and cardamom and turmeric and ginger in it. I mean, that is just sort of a sultry. To me, that's something that during these cold months, like that's the kind of cooking you want to do that warms you up from the inside.
Of the meat.
Yeah.
You have half-price bottles of wine on Mondays. You've got a ton of recipes posted on your site. Right now, if you get a $100 gift card, you get an extra $20 for yourself. Woo! How about that? I really appreciate you being with us. When someone comes into the restaurant, give me what you think is your signature dish that they should order.
We keep changing the menu often, and everything that we do, we try to showcase really kind of the season and the ingredients. There's a couple of entrees that have been on since day one that have been threatened if I was to take them off the menu, something is going to happen to me.
Right.
And that being the lamb shoulder with the house-made lamb bacon, and harissa with chickpeas.
Oh, yeah.
And, that's delicious, And the other item is the salmon and clam tagine, which is what we kind of do a little more modern approach on tagine with this dish.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Sameh, I really appreciate you being on today. It's Sameh Wadi from Saffron. If you'd like some information about his spices, you can find it online or in the restaurant at 123 North 3rd Street. Have a great day.